Welcome to SSN, Sim Sports Network. This is Mind Games, either sim or nah. I'm gonna go over my version, because everyone has one these days, but my version of the NBA2K15 Gamescom gameplay I've seen. Well, I've actually seen them all. There's like 4 or 5 different versions. But let me get down to it. Things I've noticed improved and maybe a little untouched with a few things. Floor spacing still looks pretty cluttered. No player to court proportions. The players still look like they don't have much room. And actually looking at some screens, I went back and seen some current gen screens. Current gen has an actual better player to court proportions than next gen does. I mean, it's not a major thing. I mean, you could still get to the hole. It shouldn't be that easy to get to the hole anyway. We're talking about the NBA, highest level of basketball, but I mean, it's not that bad, but it's unchanged. Player sizes are actually improved. Guys are a lot slender. Like, I remember guys in 2K would be bulky, and then guys in live would be too slim. Like Shaq would be like Kevin Garnett in the game with a bald head. Players look slender. They're not like, you know, anorexic or anything. But I like it. I like the way it looks. They look more like NBA players who are pretty lean and tall and slender guys. For the most guys are, or short and slender. Passing speed. I've heard people complain about it. A few commentators complain about passing speed being too fast, but in reality, being a passer myself, the ball actually moves faster than the player. The ball is much lighter. It has a, you know, aerodynamics. It's round. It can get to places faster than the player, and I like that because it caused a problem in next gen 2K14 where players could deflect passes because they will beat the ball to spots a lot more frequent than it actually happens in reality, even if it was like a pinpoint pass. So I like the increased passing speed, but I don't like that it looks like everyone has pretty much like good accuracy and speed based on like ratings. Like if a guy has a 40 passing, I mean his pass should be, you know, noticeably less in speed. Like it should be a lower speed, a slower pass basically, than somebody like Chris Paul, or not even that. Like, I mean, he's obviously at the highest of passing, but you know, it should be different in accuracy. It shouldn't like be completely out of the way, because these guys are NBA players, so they can pass it pretty effectively. I didn't see too much of the side-to-side dribble cheese. Actually, I didn't see any, but you know, it's brief clips that we get to see. It tops 5.5 minutes, so you know. But I did see a few guys intentionally try, and I seen some planting with the player. I didn't see any defensive sliding this way that defenders had, where you would be going one way and then offensive player cut, and you're still stuck going that way with momentum even though you weren't moving at a high speed, which is unrealistic. I play defense. I'm an on-ball defender in game and in reality, so it doesn't happen. So I'm glad that I didn't see any of that either. That was a big issue for me. Collisions and contact wasn't. I seen enough, I guess I could say. I seen enough where originally I thought that they made too high of a rate on contact layups, but then I started to see more and more clips where guys are missing these contact layups over like bigger guys, and we're talking about guys like Danny Green, who are like terrible finishers. I did see in one clip he finished over somebody with contact, but in reality you can make it. So I mean, you're not going to always miss. Even if you're the worst, you're going to make it sometimes. So I like the animation I see with the contact layups. So overall in that area, I'm happy. Rudy Fernandez did pull off a two-handed dunk in the EuroLeague clip that I seen over 2 defenders. It didn't look so much like animation though, but the defenders looked to be pushed back off of momentum from Rudy Fernandez, as as if he was Shaq, like he had power. I didn't like that because you have the ability and the opportunity to at least give the person body or anything. Like you're there, like you're already in the area, even if you're in the no charge zone or a restricted area, whatever you know it as. You still have the opportunity to jump up. You're not just going to get pushed back. Maybe in the mid-air collision you would, but we're talking about two like bigger players versus a somewhat smaller framed Rudy Fernandez. But no big deal. You gotta have some. The game is not gonna be 100% perfect. Can't nitpick at everything. So things I would like to see that I haven't seen really. I hear there's a player specific dribbling skill or style. I've heard that people mention that they seen Dwayne Wade kind of looking like Dwayne Wade. I didn't see it in any of the clips I've seen. That everybody pretty much had the same movement and dribbling. Obviously, Lau has captured that. If they captured anything, that's the one thing they captured. I would love to see 2K like actually have guys looking like themselves, because just dribbling the ball like really makes guys look authentic and realistic to who they really are. I want to see momentum factored into shots, like jump shots, especially when turbulent into a jump shot. Like your shot totally changes when you're turbulent and stopping on the down, because you still have the force from the momentum. And 2K has never factored that into jump shots. Now that's one thing that annoys me, where guys are intentionally turbo to the wings and then pull off for threes and make it at a high rate. That's one thing I hope that they fix, or they may have fixed. I don't know. And then lastly, speed threshold between faster and slower players. I've seen Thiago Splitter keeping up with some guys that a lot faster and quicker than he was. And I don't know, like I would say a minor problem that they've been having the last few years. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. I actually think there's a different solution. You just actually lower your help defensive rating, which is at 50 by default. But after that, I really like the clips I've seen. I'm actually back invested into 2K15. I'm not in love, but I mean, we're working on this relationship. So that being said, this is Mind Games SSN at simsportsnetwork.com. You either sim or not.